My first question is for Mr. Chishti. With your diverse portfolio and years of experience, what inspired you to invest in Pakistan's broadcast media industry, considering the challenges it's facing? And how does the acquisition of BOL Media Group lead to opportunities for other investors also interested in the media sector?
I'm glad you asked that, Aruba. On the face of it, an investor who has spent a lifetime in financial services and technology, and then has been investing in Pakistan's infrastructure, for that person to suddenly acquire a media asset on the face of it, on the surface, makes no sense. But let me tear that apart. The fundamental belief we have when we look at Pakistan is that large elements of the Pakistan stack do not exist. So we have been investing for 10 years, and hopefully will invest for many decades more, in building the Pakistan stack out. So we think the Pakistan basic stack is about bijli, pani, gas, data, logistics, transport, a lot of the basic elements that you need to have as a country to progress. So the way we think about it, the basic stack is a bit like Pakistan's operating system or the iPhone. Once the iPhone existed and the Apple Store existed, you could actually have apps, and apps could make money. But we think Pakistan doesn't have the basic level infrastructure. And we think media is an important part of that. And let me just, if you permit me just 30 more seconds, we think media is fundamentally changing. So the other guiding belief, or guiding principle we have is that different is better than better. So what we mean is, instead of building a faster horse or breeding a faster horse, we think it's about time to build cars, electric cars, helicopters. So when we look at broadcast TV, we think broadcast TV is dying. We think broadcast TV is dead in most countries and dying in every other country. But we do think the underlying assets are hugely valuable. So the underlying assets are about how content is produced, how content is created or produced, how content is disseminated, and how content is consumed. I'll just give you one example in each, and then we can move on. How is content created? It's being created by users. Everyone's a content creator. Gone are the days that you need to come to someone like me or come to BOL and produce your show and then get it on the air. Now everyone can be a content creator, and we want to be part of that. So we want to offer our stack of services to everyone, literally everyone in Pakistan, so they can be a content creator also. They can be famous, they can be rich, and we can help people do that. Then how is content disseminated? When I was a kid, we had one TV in our house. So we had one screen in our house, and I think it was black and white. But now, houses have multiple screens between phones, TVs, pads, computers. I mean, my nephew's refrigerator is a screen also. So content is disseminated in many hardware formats and software formats. So people are consuming content on social media, on YouTube. So we want to be part of that. We want to create content and be experts at disseminating content through all these platforms where consumption actually happens. And finally, how content is consumed. It's because of the disaggregation of demand and the opportunities created in media supply, we can micro-segment. So we can micro-segment users based on psychographic, demographic. So once again, I don't know the right answers. We're trying to figure it out. But we have these assets that come with BOL that we can play across the full value chain of media. Finally, we don't think of this as broadcast news or broadcast entertainment. We think of this as media technology.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Chishti, in line with Pakistan's current FDI climate and the Belt and Road Initiative, can you briefly discuss the synergy between Asia Pac's involvement in BRI, and how does that impact and promote investments and connectivity in this region?
You know, the Belt and Road was a wonderful stimulus for Pakistan's economy. Belt and Road's objectives have been and continue being very similar to Asia Pac's, which is build the basic infrastructure that Pakistan needs. Pakistan has had an infrastructure deficit for several decades. So Belt and Road was designed to and succeeded in a few specific areas of focus, which was to have power. Pakistan needs more cheaper, more reliable power. So Belt and Road started doing that. We have been part of that. We have been part of those programs. Belt and Road was about creating a logistics network in Pakistan. We've been part of that. But we can't, we can't, as Pakistanis, we can't just wait for Belt and Road to do everything. And we won't just rely as a country on China. China has been a terrific partner, and inshallah we'll do more with China. But we have a similar program with Gulf states. So Pakistan, once again, that's way above my pay grade, but Pakistan has similar programs percolating with Gulf states. I just came back from Saudi Arabia, where Asia Pac is working with large Saudi sovereign wealth and private investors on the energy space to bring renewable energy to Pakistan, especially to Karachi, to create bigger tech enterprises that link Saudi and Pakistan together. So I think, in summary, I would say the Belt and Road was a wonderful stimulus to bring capital and capability to Pakistan, something that we have lacked, specialized capability and lots of risk capital. But it's taught us. It's taught us, certainly at Asia Pac, and it's taught our partners in Pakistan to replicate similar ventures with other countries as well.
Okay.
सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल दबाएं ताकि कोई खबर रह न जाए।